All right, guys, welcome into our band show. I am your host, Christian Evanko, and we have an absolutely amazing episode for you guys tonight. We are so thrilled you are here. Thank you all for tuning in. Alliteration is in the studio, and this band is absolutely incredible. I mean, they are veterans. They have been playing music for 8 years. I've watched their growth over the course of the 8 years, and now we finally get to come together and collaborate on something, and I'm just over the moon to have these guys in the studio. But before we go any further, if you want to see more great bands like Alliteration in the studio, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us across all socials at Our Band Show, and most importantly, share this video with a friend. Speaking of sharing things, we have a ton of great music to share with you this evening, so without further ado, we want to introduce Alliteration with their first of many songs this evening, Iceberg. Take it away, guys.
Feel a mess, trudging through that shit, a dirty job of hands. The only thing that seems to keep the cold cool, but if you see it like I see it, it's hard to believe it. Killing shit, catch my breath. He said it must be that ADD, cause everything keep happening in my mouth. Feel like a DVO, hero playing nasty, but actor's not doing well. Things is melting down. Guess I'll just yell. Laugh about it, talk about it. What you think I'll think about it? This ain't no show and tell. Oh my God! Whoa. Second though, this ain't what I want. More like a waste of time. Waste my life. Stay up drinking, get wasted at night. Did I lie? I'm feeling like the shit, cause I'm going down the pipe, swirling, spiraling down the drain like every time. But if you see it like I see it, it's hard to believe it. Killing shit, catch my breath. He said it must be that ADD, cause everything keep happening in my mouth. Feel like a DVO, hero play a nasty part. Actor's not doing well. Things is melting down. Guess I'll just yell. Laugh about it, talk about it. What you think I'll think about it? This ain't no show and tell. But if you see it like I see it, but if you see it like I see it.
Man, guys, if you see it like I see it, we are in for an amazing show this evening. Welcome in, everyone. This is Our Band Show. Once again, I'm your host, Christian Evanko, and we are joined by the amazing Alliteration. We got people in the chat already. We want to shout out Crystal M. and Dan Chester, among many, hanging out and joining the show this evening. Alliteration, welcome to the studio, gents. It's a pleasure to have you.
Hi. We love you, Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal. We love you, Crystal.
Thank you so much, Crystal.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you guys all so much. Please follow, everything for the band at alliteration_NY. Gentlemen, thank you for making time to come on the show tonight. We have quite a show for everyone this evening. I can't wait for this thing to unfold as the hour goes on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, we're
for
really
sure.
excited to be here, honestly.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Chris and Patrick and Lamp and Eric.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
This room sounds crazy.
Yeah, it sounded really good tonight, man. So, Alliteration. I did a podcast, and unfortunately, it burnt real fast and real bright while it was happening, but it fizzled out before I was able to get you guys on. So, I've been dying to chat with you forever. You guys have been gigging forever. I mean, we've always been in the same place, but we've never really spent as much time together as I would have hoped.
It happens when, we're all grown-ups and we're all pulled in a million directions at once, but I totally agree. Like, we've been playing in the same scene together forever. I know you haven't done, like, I don't think you've done too much gigging since the pandemic ended or, like, lockdown ended. But, yeah, we used to play with you, like, here and there, but never, like, consistently, It was, like, once in a blue moon, we'd be on the same bill.
Yeah, it's it happens. I mean, normally when there was like a big festival type thing, you're right. I haven't gigged that much personally, since the pandemic ended. I hope to change that. But I liked what you said, Kealty, because that kind of touched upon our first question. You were sort of talking about adulting and like growing up. And when you guys joined this band, we were literally talking like before we went live. I mean, memories in the studio we're in right now, how young we were back then. What has the growth been like as it's almost 8 years come this February? You guys have been in the same band. Like, for those of you who don't know Alliteration, let's introduce you to them. Guys, take it away. Tell us a little bit about your story.
So, like the growth as like a band?
Yeah, and people. Like, as we go from teenagers to now like 20-somethings with jobs and careers,
So, me personally, I've known I wanted to do this for a while, just like playing and stuff. But we all understand that we need money. Because if we live in America. And in America, you need money. That is not a question. But no, we all are trying to find like ways around, not even around, but ways to work with playing shows and just actually being a full-fledged adult. Like, I'm a massage therapist.
I sold out and work for a big corporation. I'm like an R&D lab technician for PepsiCo.
You have a good job, bro.
Yeah, no, it's great.
You have a great
but
job.
like my inner punk is like you.
They let you play shows.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Dude, if they let you gig, they really can't be that bad of a corporation, can they?
Honestly, yeah, they're like, it's great working for them.
Tell them how you got paid to like cook.
Oh yeah, we had like a team building event like a month ago. I showed up. I thought we were gonna like have lunch together. No, like they got like our whole team. So like my like small team plus like 6 other small teams. So it was like 70 people. They just rented out this place for us to like cook a meal for ourselves. Like there were different teams and they all cooked like a different course, and we just like cooked for everybody. And there was free alcohol there. I got to drink at work and get paid for it.
Hey,
That's not bad.
Got a full 8-hour day just cooking and having fun.
That's awesome. And guys, you have been the same lineup, correct me if I'm wrong, from day one?
Yes,
Kind
minus guitarists.
Yeah, so it's
Both
been
Chris.
like the it's been like the core 3 of us since day one, but we've had we've always tried to get like a second guitarist. So we've had Mike's younger brother Chris was our lead guitarist for a hot minute, and then it was just us for a few years, and then over like 2020, early 2021, our friend Chris formerly from the band Lakeside was our lead guitarist, but he never gigged with us. We
Also
recorded
in the
one
band
song
No
with him.
Momentum.
Yeah.
For like a hot minute.
I remember when Chris was making his way through some bands.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris. We love Chris on
Oh,
this
I
show.
love Chris.
So you guys have found a way, and this is what I was trying to get at. Through all the growth, through the teenage years, through the early 20s, through establishing careers to keep the music alive. So clearly this band means a lot to you guys. You guys have a chemistry that represents a veteran band. I love watching the way you guys sort of interplay with each other and hang out and chat. It's really cool to me. I observe the friendship still very much so seems to be front row and center. Talk about that. Like, how do you guys keep it fresh after all this time now? You know,
hate these guys.
I just keep poking the bear and until I get swatted down.
If we didn't play shows,
but I come back.
If we didn't play shows, they would be in a hole 6 feet under the ground.
That's not true. He wouldn't waste that much
You know what?
time.
You're right.
He'd leave us where we lied.
We're all chaotic neutral, and our chaos feeds back off of each other, so we keep it fresh that way.
oh, you guys,
It's not even wrong.
do
Honestly.
you guys roll dice?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So we asked this on our first live stream, so it's only fitting we asked this on our second. What are the classes, and then who plays what role in the adventuring party in the band? Is there a band D&D campaign?
I wish.
Yeah, I wish. But no,
I am the
there's
only one who does not really play D&D, and not because I'm not a fan of it. It's just there's a lot to learn. And I'm already doing a bunch of other stuff. That is the main reason. Now, that being said, I played once, and I was a zombie who didn't accept that he was dead, and I had a spoon for a weapon. His name was Steve.
Do you know what your class was?
Dude, that's genius.
Okay.
Xavier, real quick, I do want to find out what the rest of your guys' classes were, but I've always wanted to host a Star Wars D&D campaign.
Ooh, please.
Ooh.
Okay, if you're interested, dude, we can definitely.
I am
Pretty interested. I would
100
do that.
Okay. So
I'm down.
I have this idea for a character, Mike, where he's a Force user,
Okay.
and the Force comes out in moments when he needs it, but he doesn't want to have the Force. It kind of freaks him out because he knows it's going to throw him right into all that intergalactic fate of the universe nonsense, and he wants no part of it. So it's just this poor guy who's just trying to make his way the farthest thing away from everything, but hopefully the arc of the campaign takes him right into the core. So it kind of reminds me of your little zombie character who doesn't want to accept
Love
he's
it.
dead.
Yo, did you move that ship? Nah, bro, it wasn't me. I don't even know what you're talking about. But I saw you. Nope. Stop talking. Stop talking. Palpatine's gonna pop up. Stop.
He has a wife and kids and a hybrid car. He's got a good life. He can't risk losing.
Yeah. No, sometimes we can't, man. But it seems like you guys haven't risked losing the band through all the growth. So talk about touring and growing in a band that way, because you guys have something coming up in January. You're clearly taking steps, even with your busy lives, to push this thing and make the most of it. So how do you find time for it? What are the plans before we jump into some more music here this evening?
So we were talking about jobs before. We're all in a bit more stable positions at our jobs now, so that gives us the opportunity to play like more weekend shows, which typically are the better shows with the better turnouts. So we're able to do that, and we're also able, since we've been around the block for a little while now, we've built up like a good little network of contacts, so we're able to book better shows. Even with people we don't know, there's enough good word about us going around, thankfully, where people are like, yeah, you can come play at our house. But
yeah, it was kind of hard getting house shows, I think, in the beginning of this band, at least the first 4 years. It was just, hey, is this a venue? Can we play here? No? Okay. Hey, can we play here? Sure. All right. Ooh, metalcore bands, I guess.
Yeah, when we first started playing around, the Poughkeepsie scene was mainly pop punk bands and then metalcore bands, and we'd play on both, but we opened so many metalcore shows when we first started.
Way too many.
I love metalcore.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I am metalcore trash. I have an August Burns Red tattoo, but I kind of don't like playing metalcore shows. It's weird. I love attending them, but I don't want to play them personally.
We also weren't a metalcore band.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Right, that's a big problem. You guys use jazz chords. So, no, I mean, listen, you guys do have such a diverse, eclectic palette, and we could chat all night. It seems like we have a lot of great subject matter to dive into on the second half of this show, so everyone stick around. Before we go into more music, there's two things I want to do. One, I want to ask all of you guys one last time in this first half of the show to like, subscribe, comment, share this video, and follow us at Our Band Show, and follow Alliteration _NY. Kealty, is that a thumb up?
Oh, no, it's a finger up. You said one, so I put one finger up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Only one time for now, but I might be a liar and ask you to do it again. And the second thing I wanted to do is shout out the chat, man. The chat is going absolutely crazy right now. We got Reagan Cole, favorite band forever.
I love Reagan.
We love you,
Couldn't
Reagan.
agree more. Sean Michael Brennan just hanging out in the chat. We got crabs going left and right. Crab moments. Bring the claws.
Give them the claws.
So guys, if you want to ask a question, comment a crab emoji next to your question in the chat, and we'll ask it in the second half. Actually, that could be a nice little thing for producer Pat to introduce the crabbiest questions. But anyways, I don't want to spoil any more of the show. We have a ton more music for you guys. This next hour is going to be even better than it already has, which I know it's hard to believe, but we're going to top it. I promise you. That's just what we do here. So let's start by introducing my favorite song in the set and the next song of the night, Joke at a Funeral. Alliteration, take it away.
All dressed in black, a little broken now. Smile on your face to chase the tears out. You were a hot hand, something. Funerals were not meant for jokes, I don't think. You turned your frown upside down, oh. And I want you to know you will pay me. I know, you will pay me. I know. to talk it out. You're all good. Y'all came to peace and let it out just like you should. I must confess, I was confused. Didn't know that you can make jokes at a funeral. Turned your frown upside down. Oh, now I want you to know you well, baby. I know you well, baby. I know. I wish I knew you more. I wish I knew you more. Wish I knew you more. But it's too late for that. See, time comes for us all. When it's your time, you may not want to go. You will be missed. I know, you will be missed. I know. I wish I knew you more. I wish I knew you more. Wish I knew you more. But it's too late for that. Oh, 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 oh. After movies, I will watch TV, do the same old thing. Shake and bake won't ever do the trick. Switch the shake for wake. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm the bolter, second to my life. Break me up real good. Someone's getting stoned tonight. Next year, I won't waste my life. Back to wake and bake. Something needs to go right. If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable. Why can't I have both? If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable. Why can't I have both? Head, that's where I will stay. Look off into space, 'cause that's my second name. Go out on dates, try to make me stay. No, it's not your fault, I'd rather drift away. Off into space, where I'm in my demise. I got my answer, it was a warning sign. Maybe next year, I won't waste my life. Back to wake and bake, something needs to go right. If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable. Why can't I have both? If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable. Why can't I have both? Before the door, before into a piece of shit. Is it even possible to predict? It's like when you're mad and you can't help it. Swing and yell and can't resist. It's like you're on fire or getting lit. Maybe no shit would do the trick. No camera, no problem. It's 99. It's a still. I don't really need to still. I don't really need to still. I don't really need to still.
Probably want to take care of that, man. Yeah. We got a little bit of a show left. We don't want anyone tripping. We don't want any accidents. Our band show proudly totes 0 days since our last accident. Actually, wait, that's wrong. I meant thousands of days. But what I will say isn't an accident is how amazing tonight's episode has been so far. We put a lot of hard work and planning into this thing, guys. We want to thank all of you in the chat. They're chatting it up, doing what a chat should. I want to shout out a specific comment that's really cool. It kind of spoke to a little bit about what you guys were talking about when it comes to like throwing shows. You're like, we've met a bunch of nice people who will let us play at their houses. And Matt McMahon says, the best house show I ever went to, Alliteration played.
So. Oh, that's my cousin Matt. Thank you, Matt. Go.
Oh, cool. Shout out the family. Love when family is throwing some love here. And since we're feeling the love right now, we want to ask you guys to digitally share some love with us at home. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video, and of course, most importantly, forget about us. Please follow Alliteration at alliteration_NY on all socials. We are just about at the midway point here, but don't worry, our band show has nowhere near put out all the stops for this evening yet. But before we go any further, I want to introduce our producer and co-host for this segment, producer Pat. What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, Christian. It's going great. Enjoying this set so far. It's fantastic performance.
It is, yeah. No, for everyone feeling those crab vibes out there, Pat's really one of the people propelling using his claw to just switch from shot to shot. But we want to also thank the people who are helping Pat, use his claws for good here on our crab show. We want to shout out our cameramen. That is right, Eric Greenop and Jason Staff. You guys might know Eric from Phazon last month, so we want to thank them so much for just being amazing. The way this thing has grown, guys, you have absolutely no idea. It's been such a journey, such a great ride in such a short time, and we hope that you guys will continue to join us. But yeah, Pat, man, how are things going for you back there?
Things are rocking and rolling. Like, listen, we fixed all the technical stuff before we went live, so you don't have to see that problem.
Yeah, like I said, many days since our last accident, not 0 days. That's not how our band show runs things. Alliteration. So, this is where I get to talk a little longer to you guys, but I also get a little sad because we're not jamming right now, and you guys are so solid, and it's just absolutely amazing. But one thing I do want to talk about, so I am glad we have this break, is just the multitude of different sounds I'm hearing, right? Like I made that joke earlier, like of course you don't fit in that well on a metalcore show, you're playing jazz chords, but you guys really do a little bit of everything. Can you sort of talk about your musical influences and how the sound has sort of grown over the past 8 years? Because it really is something else.
Well, I think we peaked in our first EP when we wrote this song, this masterpiece called Slothface.
that started the multi-genre stuff.
It went from hardcore to ska to hardcore. Oh god!
And then on our second EP, we tried to one up it, and we did the same thing again with a song called Tater.
Except it went like more hardcore.
Yeah, no, Tater was.
Yeah, that was the better version. Yeah, the first thing I said was a joke. Please, yeah.
You can find Slothface on Bandcamp, but not the streaming platforms.
But no, I think the thing that kind of makes it so we write so diversely is that I personally listen to a lot of different genres of music, and they also listen to a lot of different genres of music too. But I listen to like a lot.
Yeah, like what?
Like jazz. Was it hardcore, punk? Was it a lot of like hip hop? What was it? Not like I don't actually listen to ska too much. I listen to classical music a lot.
I think you get more. I think the ska parts were more from like reggae that you listen to.
Yeah, I grew up listening to reggae.
Really? Like who? Like who?
Shaggy, whoever my fucking family had going. Oh,
okay. Steel
whatever
Pulse.
My family had, whatever my family had going on. Steel Pulse. I think the first song that I actually listen to was Who Let the Dogs Out.
Hell yeah, Baja Man, you can't
Yeah.
go wrong with that.
Like,
Xavier, I hope you know that the #1 genre of music that is always on my Spotify Wrapped, and there's at least 3 artists that are in my top 5 are all like reggae artists. Like that's my jam, dude. Corona, I don't need Corona to find my beach.
Nice.
You know, like I can do that just fine on my own. And another reason why I wanted to ask this question at this part of the show, and I am curious, Kealty and Mike, your influences, but every time I hang out with Pat, and you know, he's very kind. He normally is like, if we meet up somewhere and we're going to grab a bite, he'll be like, yeah, just hop in my car. And I love that because it's always something different. We go from a folk song. We went from Gregory Alan Iskov, if that's how you say his last name, who's an artist I've fallen in love with, to Phosphorescent, to like the War on Drugs. Sometimes it's Tool. I mean, he's all over the place. So, I mean, Pat, like, talk to us about that, man. The eclectic palette. I feel like you mesh real well with alliteration.
Hey, listen, I like all genres. So when a good song comes up, like a Joke at a Funeral, for instance, I'm all like, that's on my list. That's you're gonna hear that in my car, Christian, when we go for a restaurant, for sure. And yeah, it's just like no matter what the genre is, I enjoy good songs. So if it's well put together, good lyrics, everything. It's exactly like whatever. It just gets that and put on the list. And speaking of jokes on a funeral, my biggest question of all time is, what are the best jokes you told at a funeral? Like, I feel like that's the low hanging fruit, for me to ask alliteration.
None that I can think of. I didn't actually tell any jokes at the funeral, honestly. I wrote that because I was more confused on why people were telling jokes, even though like it became very apparent that it was like a grieving process for everyone, But I definitely have told jokes at a funeral. I do not remember what they are because they were not important.
It's also very situational and specific to the person who passed.
No, exactly.
I can't.
I can't think of it.
I've never told a joke at a funeral.
Yeah, I think it does kind of. If the person was a jovial person, maybe that's like maybe that floats the boat at the moment. I guess it is all situational, read the room type of thing. But
Definitely.
I think talking about the playlist though, to get back to that. First of all, the chat is absolutely hilarious right now. I have to say, our crab show, 3 crab emojis, crustaceans, sensations. Okay, I love that one. No, I couldn't hear the slide whistle. Don't worry, you'll hear some slide whistles.
Yeah, hold on. Give them a little bit.
Yeah, give us a little, because sometimes it gets.
There it is.
In my short career as an audio engineer, I don't know if I'll ever capture something quite as crisp as that. So thank you so much, Kealty. No matter where this road takes me of audio engineering, I mean, I've peaked.
I'm glad to bless people with the slide whistle every gig we play.
Paige Chetner has said alliteration all caps with 7 exclamation points and then says 100% on the playlist. So that's huge. Michael says the production level is so good, dude. Michael, you're too nice, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Are you on your phone, bro?
No, I'm not.
Get off your phone.
Are you on your phone on a live stream?
What's
Come
wrong
on,
with you,
Mike.
man?
Look, man, just
Okay, but is it really like a close fantasy game or something that you got to kind of check it?
no.
Nah, he's
just
on
a
the-
little, a little bored.
Just watching a little TikTok casually on a live
just
stream. Okay, gotcha. Speaking of TikTok, both of us, our band show and alliteration are on TikTok. Go and follow us there. We post content like everyone else. But no, I do want to ask because I don't want to get too far away from it. We're talking a lot about our musical influences. Kealty and Mike, whoever wants to jump in first, but I want to hear from both of you because your sound is so diverse. It is so all over the place. All of us here in the crew side of things, we have an eclectic palette. That's why we were so thrilled to have you guys in. But like, what is in your playlist?
Okay, so what's in my playlist right now? I mean, like I said before, I'm kind of like metalcore trash, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten more picky with my metalcore.
Lana Del Rey.
What do you mean by picky with your metalcore? I'll jump back 5 years real quick with you.
Sure. I don't know. Everything like everybody's just trying to be like architects during their like doomsday era and bring me the horizon during their sempiternal era. So like it's everything sounds like those 2 albums. Like those 2 bands were ahead of the curve and then everybody ripped them off and now like there are a million clone bands. So the ones that I listen to now, I personally feel are a little more unique.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, it's metal. I am metalcore trash, so you can dump on my music taste. But my favorite band's August Burns Red. Another band that I jam a lot is Silent Planet.
Oh yeah, rad stuff there, man.
Definitely donate to them because I think they
Oh,
just
yeah,
got
they're-
into a terrible car accident, and like I don't know. I
yeah,
don't think
they're-
anyone was actually hurt.
Nobody was hurt. Like one of them got stitches, but like go to Silent Planet's like social media. They should have a link in their bio for like a GoFundMe to get like a new van and stuff.
It was at the start of their tour too, so like they
Yeah,
are not,
they're losing
They're
money.
not doing well right now.
Okay,
But,
cool. Appreciate you guys shouting that out. We'll try and link a GoFundMe or something in the description here.
But yeah, so listen to metalcore, but I also listen to like a lot of emo, I guess, and alternative rock. I grew up listening to WRV with my dad in the car. when I was
Yes. Kealty, you know what's been happening to me lately? I'll go on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to sit down and watch some stupid horror gameplay, but then like there'll just be this festival video of some band that was a WRV band ripping it to like 400,000 German people. And I'm like, all right, I'll see how Rise Against sounds in 2022. And then I just go down the rabbit hole and I'm like, great, I'm listening to Rise Against all week again. I hear you.
Rise
Yeah,
Against
like-
is a bop though.
They are, dude. Savior. If I never heard Savior, I would have probably been booked at Daryl's house as opposed to the Chance. Like that was a pivotal moment in my life, you know.
But yeah, so I grew up. I think WRV and like Tony Hawk video game soundtracks were very instrumental in my like adult music taste.
Dude, if the earliest memory I have is skating to Superman and the Suicide Machines with my little sister. We couldn't figure out how to get out of the first level, but it didn't matter because that first level of Tony Hawk Pro Skater was so fire. That's all you needed.
Exactly,
You know?
legendary.
Legendary. What about you, Mike? What are you jamming? What like you're the one holding the beat down, man. What do you listen to?
What do I listen to? You know what? This System of a Down. That's just,
Yes.
the band that I go to when this question comes up. I love System of a Down. I've always loved them. Any chance that we get to cover them, I throw them their name out there.
What songs you guys cover?
We have covered.
As this band, we've covered Chop Suey, and then Mike and X have like a side project with just the two of them, where they play Sugar.
And
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I get to scream my childhood angst out into the mic, and I love it.
Sugar's a cool one. I always felt like we got scars on Broadway because of like Sugar.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
like giving us that moment. Yeah, I know my system, man. I really dig that stuff. Pat, what about you? What are some of your earliest, like, it kind of seems like the conversations turn into like earliest musical memories or foundational artists that you turn to? Like, what's in that playlist that we've been hyping up, Pat?
Man, my early music taste was terrible. Like you were talking about MTV, like Tom Green Bum Bum song or whatever that was. I really, I guess System of a Down was there. Definitely, I on that countdown with Carson Daly and all that stuff. It wasn't really until I would say the streaming services where, discoverability was a big thing that I, was able to sort of expand my horizons and bring that horizon to my playlist. But more of the softer stuff, right? They used to be like a screamcore, right? And now because of the vocal cords, their stuff is, pretty pop.
Yeah, no, they worked with, who was it? Rick Rubin, right? That's who they...
Who?
System of a Down.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
Yeah, they worked with Rick Rubin. It's pop. I mean, it's pop. You ever listen to a Rob Zombie album, that first Rob Zombie album from '99? That's a pop album. It goes verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. I mean, it's a pop album, Alice Cooper, he's a pop artist just with a snake around his shoulder. So, I mean, it's there's a structure and a formula for sure. You hit the nail on the head there, Pat. I want to turn to the chat because they're not asking questions, but they're doing something even better, something I love even more, which is just joining in on the conversation. So, first of all, Alliteration, your audience is really just as nice as you guys. They're like saying beautiful, the quality is superb. They're saying 100%, like, you guys are so nice, we really appreciate it. But they're also talking about that Pro Skater soundtrack and how it's elite. I agree, Uriel.
It really is.
And we got SOAD, System of a Down with the black hearts. That's how you know she's a System of a Down fan. They can't wait to see that cover. And, we unfortunately can't have you play it here because YouTube's a bit of a stick in the mud when it comes to that stuff. But they have so many shows coming up. We're going to have them advertised where you can see them live and very shortly. So maybe you come out and you see them play it in person, Ariel. And also, Microwave, Sean Michael Brennan says?
Yeah.
3 question marks?
Oh, Microwave is the biggest influence for this band.
So for this
Easily.
band, for the whole
Yeah, this
band,
is
we
like-
all just
like-
fell in love
Yeah,
with
we
them.
have like our individual influences, then we have like collective influences.
Microwave, the first 2 Pup albums.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the other ones aren't great, but the
first
first
two are
two,
the best.
the first
we
two.
listened to that back to just
Every
Yeah.
time
to
we would
back.
go on go to a show where we had more than like an hour drive, we would listen to Pup, The Dream Is Over from front to back
If this
and sing
tour
along the
doesn't
entire
kill
time.
you.
Yeah, I used to jam that stuff for sure. And Pup makes me think about a future upcoming guest on the show. We'll kind of tease it. We won't reveal their full name. We'll unveil an alter alias, though. Shout out to the Dog King. Anyways, with that said, you were saying something, Xavier?
Yeah, and the last band is Strangers Only. What was it? My Ticket Home, Strangers Only.
That album.
That is like
top tier. If you
those
don't know
3
the
albums,
album,
or those 3.
Is that their
Those 4
first?
albums
Is that their
technically.
first record?
That's their second record. Their
Okay.
first record was like by the books, like scene metalcore with like
It was alright.
screaming verses and then pop choruses.
That's
It was
right.
okay.
They transitioned and it didn't quite go the way they wanted, but it was
Yeah.
still a great album.
Yeah, they transitioned into puke rock.
Yeah, Puke Rock. That's what they called it. I remember that.
That album. though.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
I think. All right. So like Stovall, Much Love, the first 2 Pup albums, and then Strangers Only.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That.
That's
You know what's cool though? You guys, I hear the influences, but then I see you take it and add your own unique spin on it. I think that's always been the making of a great band, and you guys clearly have that. It's not like you are, a carbon copy of the bands you like. I hear the elements, I feel the system, I feel the Pup, I feel the raw punk, but it's really its own thing, which is really cool. So,
I'd also add to our collective influences, Say Anything.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Balance and Composure, and I don't think the Used is a huge influence on us, but like listening to Lies for the Liars, we kind of sound like them.
I don't know if you like Balance and Composure.
not as much.
Yeah, I was
as-
gonna say.
Okay,
I mean, like,
I know
Say Anything, and then Balance and Composure.
Yeah.
That's definitely like one of those bands I've just slept on for so long.
Listen to Balance. and Composure.
I know.
You'd
No,
like it.
I like everything I listen to.
the chat's saying, yes, Pup, we heart Pup. And Oriel saying, maybe I'll come see a show in person sometime. So that just means we're going to have you play another song in a few seconds here so we can win that over, and you'll be seeing Oriel in the audience. But before we do that, guys, it's been incredible to chat with you. Thank you again so much. Don't go anywhere, guys. Just because the interview's over, we have a ton more music. But before we go any further, we want to thank you all. First of all, the chat is going crazy. The vibes are awesome tonight. We want to thank our crew one last time. Producer Pat, man, thanks so much for doing all that you do there behind the switchboard and chiming into the conversation. Follow us at Our Band Show on all social medias. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and share this video with a friend. Show Alliteration to a friend, guys. Follow them at alliteration_NY. Go to their website. Listen to them on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Guys, tell them what they can expect from you coming up. I know we've spoken a bunch, but I want to give you guys a moment to talk to the audience. What can they expect? Where can they keep up to date with you guys as we move into a new year?
So we were supposed to be done with shows this year, but we forgot we had one more show in Albany, Troy, Albany. What is it?
December 9th. It's
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. So that's pretty much our last show of the year. Next year we're trying to do a tour right off the bat in January. It's probably going to be more towards the end of the month. We're still in the process of booking that. After that, it's probably going to be a weekender a month, and then maybe shows here and there when we actually decide to pick them up, and then. After that, we have to talk about it and figure out what's next for the touring calendar. But that's probably all we have really planned for releases.
I wanted to say
Okay,
this
go.
one. Okay, so as far as releases
Got a
go,
little excited.
I love Christmas music. So we're recording it this Thursday. It's not done yet, but
If Mike remembers
we're
remember
releasing
that
a Christmas song next month. It's about the guy who broke into my car and stole my Nintendo Switch and all my Pokemon games. I hate that guy. Then next year around Earth Day, you're hearing it here first. We plan on releasing an EP called Reduce, Reuse, Recycle.
it's going to be a 3-song track. We're still writing it right now,
Yeah.
so it's not done.
Okay.
So if it gets pushed back, that's why. But
So we just
it
got
should
an
be
Our
done.
Band Show exclusive.
Yes.
You guys are too kind to us.
And then after that, we're probably going to write towards like another album. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I'm going to read a comment real quick before we go into the last half of songs. Actually, I got a couple great comments here. Cool group of dudes, indeed. Indeed, Michael. Indeed. And thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Hell
Michael.
yeah, these guys are the homies. Okay, so it seems like Oriel is going to come out to a show now. You won her over. And I don't see how you couldn't. You're gentlemen and you're amazing musicians. Woo, come to LI, says Kira. And Crystal says, Alliteration is one of the best bands from Hudson Valley, hands down. Good raw talent, of course. Yeah.
Thank you, Crystal.
And Paige
Love you,
said
Crystal.
what I was just going to say. Couldn't agree more. And then Ariel said what I was also going to say. So true, Crystal. And Reagan's just dropping earth emojis because, hey, man, the planet could use all the dubs it can get.
For sure. Oh, my God.
You know what I could use, though, guys? More tunes. Is that too much to ask?
No, we're good. I just want to say one thing. So for
Sure.
the art, for reduce, reuse, recycle, I want to get like the 3 words going in like the recycling thing and them just in green. Like I want it to be kind of simple. I know.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a-
No, that's what I've...
Yeah. But like, yeah.
Duh, we're good. We can't not have the recycle symbol
It'd
on
be
it.
so good though. It's gonna be so good. All right.
I can't wait. And you know what's so good? This next track. Guys, we want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Producer Pat, man, you've been killing it. To our camera crew, to our audience, to Alliteration. Thank you guys so much. We have a few more songs for you. Do not go anywhere because we are staying live here on Our Band Show with Alliteration's incredible song, Roadside Memorial. Take it away, guys.
Just like a roadside memorial behind the guardrail. Dead flowers and a wreath. I don't wanna be just another cross nailed to a tree. Nothing more than a passing glance when you flick out your cigarette. On anyone but me. No mental health things, no room to breathe. Not trying to sound like a martyr, but I'm dragging myself farther into a grave, and I can't crawl out. My life is the same as I feel. My body takes not no ill. I'm taking, I am really free. My body to
My whole life is based on spinning in an endless circle. I was raised like this, so pray for me.
scrapyard. But today is not that day. So until then, I'll just spin on and on and on and on and on. Remember when we used to play together? Funny faces and strange talk. But you got older and you replaced me. Now I just sit right where you left me. One day I'll be banished to the scrapyard. But today, not that day. Until then, I'll just spin on and on and on and on and on. I'll be banished to the scrapyard. But today is not that day. So until then, I'll just spin on and on and on and on and
Amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I'm almost at a loss for words. What an amazing show tonight was. Alliteration. Gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Of course. Where can the people find you one last time? Shout it out. Shout out where they can keep up to date with all that you're doing.
We are on all the social medias. We mostly use Instagram. I am sometimes on Twitter, although I'm be honest with you, I'm a little bit afraid of Twitter, just a little bit.
I'm trying to make our TikTok presence more of a thing too. You can find us on all of the major social media platforms as @alliteration_NY.
Indubitably.
Very cool.
On all the streaming platforms as well. Apparently Deezer pays more. I don't know anyone who actually uses Deezer though.
Yeah, but if you do use Deezer, please stream us.
Why not?
Or maybe give Deezer a try. I don't know.
Oh, it's got a great GUI. Yeah, that's like my #1 go-to.
Oh, really?
Oh, does it? Okay.
I have no idea. I'm just kidding.
You're so good. It's killing me. You're so good at that. Stop.
Oh, man.
Chris, for those who don't know, Chris Ivanko is like the king of the deadpan. Granted, I'm pretty gullible myself, but like he gets Mike and X too, and they're not as gullible.
Listen, you got to have fun in life. Life's too short, you know? If anything, the fleeting moments have been made incredibly obvious by tonight's live stream. I mean, I cannot believe we're at the end of it now. One last time, I got to shout out the chat who has not quit it all night for good reason, because we're all having way too much fun. We don't want this thing to end, but all good things got to come to an end. But one last time, Steven with the claps, Reagan with the claps, Matt with the claps, Ariel saying woo, Adam Shepard with like 90 crabs.
90.
We got Paige
Good.
saying always a delight, confetti and stars. I couldn't agree more. Kiara sending all the love. We want to send all the love to you guys at home. Thank you all so much for watching. This is a passion project. Our band show is created by individuals who were tired of sitting on their couch and doing nothing, who wanted to share art with the world. So the fact that there are so many of you right now in this chat commenting things like Alliteration Nation Baby is absolutely incredible. So once again, I'm your humble host, Christian Ivanko. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege to present this broadcast for you tonight. Oriel, I think you should go to a show with Sean. You guys should have a blast and catch a upcoming Alliteration show. And if you guys want to see more shows right here on our band show, all you got to do is subscribe. All you got to do is share this with a friend and follow us on all socials at our band show. We are pumping out content. We have a live stream coming at you every month for the foreseeable future. Tons of great talent. You wanted to talk about that Hudson Valley scene earlier. There's so many great bands that we don't have enough time to show them all to you, but we're going to be bringing them to you one by one as quickly and as efficiently as we can over the next few months. Please go follow us, and of course stick around for the credits. Follow all of the crew, myself, Pat, Jason, Eric, whose band last month, Faison, just absolutely ripped and just like christened this show for us. So definitely go check them out. Eric's behind the camera right now. Thank you. You guys are cool people too. I'm talking to the chat right now, by the way. They're still going, man. This is absolutely. Alliteration forever. They're saying. Yeah, guys. Thank you. It was a party tonight. We partied hard on a Sunday, and what more can you ask for? It's 80 degrees in November.
Wild.
Life's weird, but we had some fun. So.
It's like close.
It's actually 80 degrees outside.
It's 80 degrees, man.
Wow.
And you guys are recording a Christmas song on Friday.
Yeah.
If Mike remembers.
Real quick, the
I'll clutch
Christmas
up.
song was so weird because, you can't start writing it in December. So I had to just bump Christmas music all September long. It was weird.
Nice. So that's why Bing Crosby's monthlies are looking up. I gotcha. Sounds good. Well, guys, unfortunately, that's all we have for you tonight. You know what to do. You know where to find us. Please come back next time. We would greatly appreciate it. And we just hope you had as much fun as we did tonight. So once again, but not forever, just for now, signing off momentarily until we meet again. I am your host, Christian Ivanko. And from all of us here in studio at our band show, thank you. Stay safe out there. We cannot wait to see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Good night. Love you guys. Love you.
All dressed in black, a little broken now. Smile on your face to chase the tears out. You were a hot hand, something. Funerals were not meant for jokes, I don't think. You turned your frown upside down, oh. And I want you to know you will, baby. I know, you will, baby. I know. No need to talk it out. You're all good. Yeah, I came to peace and let it out just like you should. I must confess, I was confused. Didn't know that you can make jokes at a funeral. Turn your frown upside down, oh. And I want you to know you will, baby. I know, you will, baby. I know. I wish I knew you more. I wish I knew you more. Wish I knew you more. But it's too late for that. See, time comes for us all. When it's your time, you may not want to go. You will be missed. know you will be missed. I know. I wish I knew you more. I wish I knew you more. Wish I knew you more. But it's too late for that. Oh, 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 oh. After movies, I will watch TV, do the same old thing. Shake and bake won't ever do the trick. Switch the shake for wake. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm the bolter, set him out to my life. Break me up real good, someone's getting stoned tonight. Next year, I won't waste my life. Back to wake and bake, something needs to go right. If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable, why can't I have both? If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable, why can't I have both? Head, that's where I will stay. Look off into space, 'cause that's my second name. Go out on dates, try to make me stay. No, it's not your fault, I'd rather drift away. Off into space, where I'll meet my demise. I got my answer, it was a warning sign. Maybe next year, I won't waste my life. Back to wake and bake, something needs to go right. If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable, why can't I have both? If you wanna grow, change those things you know. I was comfortable, why can't I have both? just like a roadside memorial behind the guardrail. Dead flowers and a wreath. I don't wanna be just another cross nailed to a tree. Nothing more than a passing glance when you flick out your cigarette. Focused on anyone but me. No mental health things, no room to breathe. Not trying to sound like a martyr, but I'm dragging myself farther into a grave, and I can't crawl out. My legs are the same as I feel. My body thinks not so ill. I'm taking, I am feeling free. My body My whole life is based on spinning in an endless circle. I was raised like this, so pray for me. One day I'll be banished to the scrapyard, but today is not that day. So until then, I'll just spin on and on and on and on and on. Remember when we used to play together? Funny faces and strange talk. But you got older and you replaced me. Now I just sit right where you left me. One day I'll be banished to the scrapyard, but today not that day. Until then, I'll just spin on and on and on and on and on. I'll be banished to the scrapyard, but today is not that day. So until then, I'll just spin on and on.